Hello and welcome back to my Logan Sargeant career mode series. This is going to be a two-part episode, so with that being said, just like the first episode, you can tell one of these races aren't going to go very well. But with that being said, the first race of this double race episode is going to be the Hungarian Grand Prix, a track that I don't know how I'm going to perform, to be honest. But a little update on the standings here, as you can see, we are P14 in the drivers and P8 in the constructors, so not too bad. I reckon we can catch Alpine in the drivers throughout the rest of the season. We are quite early on in the season still, haven't hit the halfway mark just yet, I don't think. But with that being said, it's now time for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
No strategy, it's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaro Ring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
So as I come towards the line here now, my first flying lap of Q1 here, didn't feel amazing, to be honest. I'm probably going to have to go back out. But as I come across the line, it's P9. So definitely not great already. I come out at the end of the session here, I'm 6 tenths up, I think, no, 5 tenths. But now coming out of the corner, or the final corner, 6 tenths up. P19 currently, but as I come across the line here, it's going to be P18. So even with a 6 tenth improvement, it's very much not enough for us to make it into Q2 here. Albon actually making it into Q2, so fair enough on him. But yeah, definitely a shame. But this track obviously isn't great for overtaking either, but we'll see what we can do.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaro Ring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, Sainz, Albon, Ocon, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Gasly, Sargeant, Bottas, and Zhou Guanyu.
For the strategy here, it's just going to... I'm actually going to go with the alternate strategy with mediums and hards, because tyre wear here is quite severe. So I'm not going to risk it by going onto the softs. But we're on the grid here now as it comes to 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's an okay start here for us. Maybe a poor start there for Yuki Tsunoda as we jump him on the start, moving up into P17. But now 2 drivers each side of us. Bottas also getting a good start, maybe looking to challenge us. As we send it into turn 1 here, trying to make up as many places as we can to try and score points, starting from the back of the grid. But as we come out of turn 1 here, we don't actually make up any places. But turn 4 here now, as we go side by side here with Daniel Ricciardo, we try and send it on him when we do send it. And now trying to maybe send it on Nico Hülkenberg. And we do make the move again on Nico Hülkenberg as we move up into P15. And there's contact! And there's contacts, of course. You probably were all expecting it, maybe not this early. But that is me making contact there with Nico Hülkenberg. That may have been my fault there, to be honest. I don't know. But definitely, unfortunately, I also spin that, or half spin, I do catch it. But I do lose the rear there towards, as I decided, you know what, I can't be bothered to race 17 laps at the back of the grid at a track I don't like. Tyre wear is awful. I'm not going to score points, so I just retire from the race. Albon actually scoring points, so that's good for the team. As we start to catch Alpine here in the constructors, so that's definitely a plus. But yeah, definitely not the race that we would have wanted here. So that now you can see why it is going to be a two race part. But yeah, for the second race, I am just checking what upgrades I can do. Definitely trying to get as much durability as possible. As you know, this team's not a very good durability. But for the next race, it is going to be Spa. We do actually get an upgrade for this race, which is quite nice. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do better in this race. The tracks that I'm pretty good at, so here we go.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
As I come towards the end of my first flying lap here, Perez is up my gearbox. So I've given him a nice slipstream basically the whole lap here. But Fernando Alonso goes quickest. We do come towards the line here now. We come across the line here to get P3, as Perez does actually go fastest of the session. But P3 is an amazing lap here, going ahead of Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, and maybe, I don't know who else is behind us, but a very, very good lap from us there in Q1. And I don't go back out. I don't need to go back out because we do make it through into Q2 here pretty easily as well. Albon also making it through. So both of us here now making it into Q2. So definitely a big plus for the team after Hungary. But now out for my first lap of Q2 here. Perez not up my gearbox this time, but it felt like a good lap again. As I come across the line, it's P3 again. So Albon currently P5. So I don't think I should have to go out again. And I don't go out again, and we do make it through into Q3. Both of us, actually, with Albon getting P7, and I actually stay in P3. So with both of the Williams cars making it into Q3, that's definitely a big plus. Clearly, we've had a big... Well, I think we got a few upgrades for this race, so clearly they're making an impact. But on my first Q3 lap here, I do actually make a mistake. I run wide as I ran off the apex a bit weirdly on the exit of the up corner before going into that one. So I do go off into the gravel and I bounce off the wall. No damage, luckily. But I do decide to pit because, I just go back out at the end of the session, get a fresh set of softs and see what we can do here in Q3 for the first time, I think. Actually, no, the second time of the season, I think. But either way, definitely a positive here for us. But at the end of Q3 here now, setting, unfortunately, which will be our only lap. Hopefully it'll be a good one. If we can get a high top 10 start, which will definitely help us out in the constructors. But as we come towards the line here now, we come over the line. We're knocking Albon actually down to P10 now, and it's P3. I don't know what to say. We've got P3 in every single qualifying session, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So it's definitely our sweet spot there. But I don't know what to say. It's the same AI that I've had the past few races. I think it's 104 or 105. But that's definitely a good result. I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, hopefully we can score some good points here now for the Belgian Grand Prix.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925. And this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sargeant, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Perez, Albon, Russell, Tsunoda, Gasly, Joe, Ricciardo, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid.
Starting on the softs here to try and, get as much as, get a head start, I guess you could say. Try and push and be able to hold off the other cars behind us with a little bit of rain towards the end. But we come to 5 red lights here on the grid, and it's lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix here. And it's a good start here from us, and we're looking to get past Lando Norris here. We break early, just making sure we don't get any damage going into turn 1. And we come out of turn 1 still in P3 with Hamilton maybe looking to get past us there, but we do manage to hold him off for now. But now as we come towards Eau Rouge here, Max Verstappen and Lando Norris going side by side here, which gives us a great run on them here. We do get boxed in there, there's nothing we can really do. Unfortunately, it's now Lewis Hamilton looking to join in, maybe make an overtake or two, as I get a great run here, the slipstream from Max Verstappen, helping me maybe get past Lando Norris, but I do make a bit of contact there with the rear of Max Verstappen. I can't find my way around, but I try and send it now through against Lando Norris, but I go wide and I dip my tyres into the gravel, and Lando does get straight past us there, unfortunately. But still a good start here for us as we continue to stay in P3. But lap 3 here now, Max Verstappen and Lando Norris still going side by side, giving me a good run here to try and maybe look to send it down the inside of Max Verstappen. And there's contact, and we do lose the rear a little bit. We do keep it on the track though. I think I got a little bit too aggressive there, just trying to make up the move. Maybe I probably shouldn't have done that, as Fernando Alonso does get past us there as we drop down to P4, but still not too bad here for us in this Williams. But now on the next lap here, Lewis Hamilton with the DRS, burning his battery, trying to burn a little bit, trying to defend, but he does try and send it up the inside here as we continue to go side by side here, and as I do try and hold him off, but we continue to go side by side, and I do just manage to stay ahead of him there, but barely, as he does probably does continue to attack us here, as that straight line speed of that Mercedes is something else, as he just tries to breeze past us here towards the end of lap 4. Maybe looking to go up our inside as we go side by side here and making a little bit of contact there, but as we come towards the bus stop chicane, he is ahead, and I just maybe try and, actually I don't try and brake late, just don't want to make any stupid moves here, as we actually went side by side there, Charles Leclerc through the bus stop chicane, but Hamilton does manage to pull away from us on the exit a little bit. But on lap 5 here, it's now our turn with the DRS. It's our turn with our batteries. We drain our battery using the DRS as we're pitting this lap anyway. Try and get back past Lewis Hamilton, and we do get back past Lewis Hamilton there. And we do actually get purple sector 1 here as well. So we do move back into that P4 position, overtaking Lewis Hamilton. But now, unfortunately, it is time to pit, and I'm actually quite worried about this one, because Williams are known, well, in this career, they're known to have pretty bad pit stops. So at this point, I'm just praying that they don't screw it up and we can actually get a fast stop here as we come into the pits though, and it is a fast stop. So for once, Williams not letting me down and actually doing their job to help me score points for this team. But as we come out of the pits, we are in P14. We do stay ahead of Charles Leclerc though, which is pretty good. Towards the end of lap 7 here though, Charles Leclerc has caught up to us. As we do make a little bit of a mistake, and I dip 2 of my tyres into the gravel here. Mistake that I've done quite a few times in practice, but Charles Leclerc does get past us, moving into P5 here. But I do try and stay with him, and going into the bus stop chicane, maybe looking to go around the outside, but I switch to the inside. I try and brake late here to try and get past or back past Charles Leclerc as we go side by side through the bus stop chicane. I get the better exit, and I use a little bit of my battery towards the end here, but with the DRS as well, as we continue to go side by side with him, I brake late going into turn 1. I do make contact with the inside wall there, and Charles Leclerc does get back past us, unfortunately. But we get a good run through Eau Rouge, we get a good exit as we're right behind Charles Leclerc again, draining our battery with the DRS as well, like what we did with Lewis Hamilton as we try and get past him here, moving up into P4 once again here with braking late, now we just have to try and create a big gap towards Charles Leclerc and try and keep him behind, and that's exactly what we do here. As it is the last lap here, you can see the rain has started to fall, but that doesn't matter as we come home, as we come towards the finish line, and we do come home here at the Belgian Grand Prix in P4.
It's coming. Thank you for supporting me. I've got your back. We got this.
An absolutely amazing result here for us and the Williams team. I don't know what else to say. That was honestly a great race from us, and unfortunately Albon not finishing in the points, but that doesn't matter because we score 12 points here for our team, so that does put us ahead of Alpine in the constructors. So definitely an amazing race here for us, and that is it for this episode though, this great episode, and I hope to see you in the next one.